Hey YouTube, my name is Rudy, welcome to my channel, and this is my review for the Netflix movie, The Unicorn Store. It stars Brie Larson in her directorial debut, also starring Samuel L. Jackson. So Brie plays a character named Kit, who is this she's an artist, she's a painter, she's an art student, and she gets kicked out from the facility that she's at. And she's upset, because this is something that she's really passionate about. Art is her life, this is her dream, her passion, her craft. And so she moves back with her parents, and she's just not really having it over there. She's miserable. She's quite miserable, actually. She immediately gets a job at this boring place where she has to sit in a cubicle, dress up in, regular work clothes, and she's basically just making copies of like magazines and just sheets of paper, things like that. So, I feel like we've all been there with that type of job that you just do not like, that just sucks the life out of you, because she's a colorful person. So the fact that she's working in a very gray, blah work environment, this is just sucking the life out of her. So she knows she doesn't belong there and she hates it immediately. And even just watching that, I'm like, oh God, I've been there before. Even I hate it. So she gets this invitation from this mysterious man played by Samuel L. Jackson, and basically telling her how, she needs to come to this place because they have something that she really, really wants. She goes, and it's this place called the store. And let me just say this. As she was going to the store, when she got there, I was like, this is super sketchy. I don't like this. I don't trust this. I was like, kid, just go back, go back, go back. Don't even go in there. She goes in there, and it's Samuel L. Jackson, and I thought it was super creepy that how he was smiling. It's not like he was like, but it's just that there's just something creepy about Samuel L. Jackson smiling, because we're so used to him being so tough and serious and like, always, nagging at someone. So the fact that he was just being happy and smiling, I was just kind of like, I don't know. I kind of don't trust this version of Samuel L. Jackson, but he plays this very cartoony salesman, and he offers her, the chance of a lifetime to finally get her very own unicorn. I remember just randomly scrolling through Netflix one day and seeing the trailer, because you know how when you scroll through it, it'll just like start playing a trailer. I saw the trailer and I thought, what is this? Like, this was many, many months ago, and I finally got to see it. And I remember thinking, okay, well, watch it, see it, because, it's weird. This is my type of weird. So that's why I was looking forward to this. And I'm glad I did, because I was also doing laundry at the time. I like that Netflix is doing very, experimental type of films. I think this is part of the reason why this movie got picked up. I like the humor that we had here. I feel like there were times where it was just quirky, and then there were times where it was just dry. And sometimes with that humor, I felt like it didn't always mesh very well. I don't know. I feel like if it was just one type of humor, it would have been fine. Even though you can blend several types of humor in it, it normally does work for a lot of other movies. But here, I just feel like the jokes didn't always land. I did get to chuckle every now and then. It's a very quirky movie. It's too quirky in my opinion, but I feel like everybody was, did a great job performing in the movie. Brie Larson, again, this is her first movie to direct, and I thought she did a fairly good job directing. I wonder what it's like for actors to direct themselves when they're the director too and the star, which isn't very common, but I feel like they did a good job. Throughout that whole montage inside the store, right, the unicorn store, I thought of myself, where are all the employees? Because it was just Kit and the salesman, played by Samuel L. Jackson, and I thought of myself, this is weird. Like, are you sure you're not going to get kidnapped? I don't know, because within the first act of the movie, I think about like a good 30 minutes in, I realized, okay, I think this is a huge metaphor for growing up. I think that's what this is. I think that's why, she's so excited for this unicorn, because again, she's fully grown. She looks like she's, I don't know, 25 or so in the movie. I'm not really, yeah, it's not exactly explained, how old she's supposed to be, I think, unless I missed that. But yeah, so I thought that was interesting how, okay, maybe this is all just a metaphor for growing up, or maybe she felt robbed in a way, even though you clearly see in the beginning of the movie she had a very happy, playful, colorful childhood. And I kept thinking, okay, maybe the unicorn is supposed to resemble something. Like, I think maybe I'm just missing something throughout the whole movie. And at some point, excuse me, I even thought of myself, maybe she has Peter Pan syndrome. Maybe that's what it is, because she showed a lot of signs that were very Peter Pan syndrome like, even though she immediately got a job the day after she got, let go from the art institute that she was at. There's a character that I want to give a shout out to. The young man who plays Virgil, I know I'm going to mispronounce his name, which is why I'm not even going to say it. Why do I have this pen? Excuse me. But I know I'm going to mispronounce his name, so that's why I'm not even going to try to say it. So the young man who plays Virgil, who helps her build something that she needs for this unicorn. This was a really good role for him, and I hope we get to see more of him, because I feel like there was a really good dynamic between his character and Kit's character, because Kit is on another, in another world right now. She's on a whole another level, and he's just kind of like, so what exactly are we making? What is it, what exactly is it that you want from me? Oh, it's a surprise. And I'm like, okay, Kit, at some point this is all just going to blow up in your face if you don't say something soon. And even when she does say something, it's just kind of like, wow, maybe this was all in her head. Maybe this is in her imagination. Because even I thought that too. Okay, maybe this is all, just pain and hurt that she's feeling. Maybe she's trying to escape using the power of her imagination. Maybe that's what this is all about. But in the end of the movie, you see that it's not. I did like the ending, even though it left me guessing. I'm pretty sure that's what it was supposed to be doing. But I think that, following your dreams is the most important thing, and how, no matter what happens. And there's a really good line that Kit says in the movie. She says, I don't want to live the rest of my life wondering. And I think that hit me really hard. Would I see this in a movie theater? Maybe if it were like a small art indie type of movie theater, maybe, because usually you spend like less than $10, so there's that. But of course this is on Netflix, and I don't regret watching it on Netflix. As for what I didn't like about the movie, again, not all the jokes land. Sometimes it felt just a little too quirky, and even, the balance between quirkiness and dryness didn't always mesh very well. I thought all the actors were great, all of them, even her parents, who I thought were good, because, they're trying to understand her too, just kind of like, Kit, what are you doing? Like, what is it that you want? Like, oh, is it a puppy that you wanted? Like, what do you want? So it makes sense, because Kit, I feel like she, in a weird way, is trying to like force herself to grow up. There's this side storyline with her boss that I just didn't think it really worked at all, because it involves a vacuum. When you see the movie, you'll know, if you decide to see the movie. But I thought to myself, okay, I don't really think that this goes well. And even the message, trying to, to be yourself, I feel like in that particular scene, it didn't really work. I don't know. It's just, I feel like the script at times was weak, but I do feel like there was potential there. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, but it's not exactly this like amazing art film either. But I do feel like if you're gonna watch this movie, I say, if you just want to stay home, chill, watch something different, then yeah, sure, check it out. But, if you're expecting this great comedy or a great film about art, there's no mention about artists that inspired her, well, except for one, but, what type of, art that she liked besides, just the unicorns, technically. But again, do I regret watching this movie? No. It's always nice seeing quirky characters, because I feel like now more than ever we see more of them. But I feel like to see quirky characters go through this weird like midlife crisis that's, kind of involves growing up and just a unicorn and all that. So I feel like it was really interesting to see. Would I see it again? Not anytime soon. Now that I've seen it, it's like, okay, got it off my chest. I had it on my list of things to watch. It's off now. But I would recommend this to anybody who wants, just to sit back, watch something different, and just, maybe if you wanted to do laundry and watch something, this would kind of help out for you. So that's my review for the movie The Unicorn Store. If you like this video, please like and share and subscribe. I have plenty of more reviews coming up. I'm on this like Netflix movie binge right now, so expect to see more Netflix movie reviews. So that is it for me for today, and remember, be the reason why someone smiles. Or drinks, whichever works best for you. You guys have a good one.